Hello everyone, Treecks here. Welcome to Yoshi's Island Part 4. Last time we cleared the first world, beat their boss, even cleared the first stage in World 2. And now we're going to the Baseball Boys, World 2-2. Hit an up arrow with an egg and it'll fly off in the direction the up arrow is currently pointing. These things we're talking about. Not just an up arrow, I don't know what to call them otherwise. But if you hit them, the egg will move in that direction, as you can see. This obviously being an introduction for it. Alright, Baseball Boys, what's their gimmick? As you can see, once they get their hands on eggs, they will start throwing them. And there's also the batters. And they work like this. If you give them an egg, or an egg comes in their hands some way or form, they will simply hit it back, like an actual batter does. The catchers are a little more easy when it comes to their mechanic. They catch your egg, or grab an egg they run into, and they will throw it at you. End result the same. Only difference being that the catchers always aim for you directly, and the batters will simply hit it back in any general direction, depending on which direction their bat is facing at that point. Right, there's 2 red coins over here. Touch a superstar and become... Yeah, we've already seen this. Yeah, the game tends to do that. Whenever you get an advisor on a new mechanic, they give you the same advice again once it becomes required. Because in most cases, the first time you meet something like that, it's in an optional area. So the game needs to think, hey, it might be possible that whoever is playing did not see that first one. So we need to give him another one. Warning, only someone small can go on from here. Yeah, I already know that. That's why I went the other direction in the first place. But it's nice they give the warning, because once you play this game for the first time, you're obviously not going to know which way to go immediately from the get-go. Right, flower over here. Get rid of the batter before they get annoying. It is possible to hit the cloud and the flower without getting rid of the guy, but it's quite hard and annoying. Right, red coin over here. And for that we need to make sure he grabs the egg. Thank you. Then make him throw it in this direction, grab the red coin and the 1-up in the process. Not an easy, not a hard puzzle. Alright, new mechanic over here, the melons. We haven't seen any of them yet. Yeah, we've seen the green one, which shoots regular watermelon pits. This one shoots ice, the blue melons. You can use it 3 times and it'll freeze all the enemies. And you can simply walk into them to kill them. They can't do any damage anymore after that. Right, there's a middle ring hidden over here. Let's see if anything is hidden over here. Yes, there is. I believe it's a flower. There's also a red coin over here, but I don't have any eggs anymore. So let's take care of that first. Now these were stars apparently. Red coins over here. Oh, the flower's in the other one. No, there's a flower over here. Pretty sure. Jump. There we go. I knew I wasn't crazy. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm crazy. Alright, now we can continue. You can jump over all these platforms if you want, because as you can see the flutter jump can easily do that. You go away. Right, another new enemy, these mice. They're egg snatchers. They're also just regular enemies because you are still hurt when you hit them. But their main mechanic is... Let's lure it out. Come on, grab it. Alright, I'll try it with the next one. Yeah, as you can see, it took away my egg. I also got hit in the process. Something I couple of episodes ago promised not to do at all this game, getting hit. Well, that challenge down the drain. This is also another level where I usually forget something. I've played this level a lot of times, where I ended up with 19 red coins or 4 flowers. This is a pretty confusing level, I think. I know there's red coins over here. Every single coin that's on its own is a red coin in this maze, except for that one. Alright. Now we enter this little maze area. The best way to take on this place is just start from the top. Start working your way down, left to right, or right to left. Right, here's some stars, which I need because I got hit. Right to left, now I go left to right. In the next section, there's nothing here. Of course there is. There's never just a dead end, there's always something there. Go away. Don't want to get hit again. Some of these mice are wearing skulls, as you can see. When they do that, they change into a different enemy. I almost got hit again. Right, one up at the end of this corridor. Right, I was saying, if they wear skulls, they change into different enemies, in that they start acting differently. They start jumping around and anything, as you can see. These are stars. Yeah. Not really wise to get them, because I could have used them if I got hit. Right, you can still swallow enemies for eggs if you freeze them, as you can see. Throw an enemy or egg into the tulip to receive stars or coins. It will be easier to do if you throw an enemy upwards by pressing B while holding up on the D-pad. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times by now. We know how these things work. Right now I don't need them. But I'll save it just in case. Red egg, thank you. It's always nice to have. One red coin over here, it's the last one. Apparently I got them all this time. Right, watch out for enemies, because getting hit now is not something we want. Flower over here, tricky shot. Got it on the first go. Oh, might as well take this. I just noticed it. Go away. Alright. And that takes care of that level. Yeah, it was a long level, as I said. 8 minutes already. Good thing I didn't put it in the last video. Would have been a long video. And I don't like half-hour videos. I think 20 minutes, or around 20 minutes, is always the most ideal time. Nowadays you see a lot of people just making hour-long videos of these long plays, getting through the entire game in 1, 2 or 3 sessions. Hours long, I don't like that. I know YouTube can save your the point where you were at the last time you were watching. What's Gusty taste like is the next level anyway. Introducing the Gusties. These enemies are nothing more than egg fuel for me. They don't really pose a threat as an enemy. Yeah, I'm kind of a supporter of the old-fashioned way of I say they're not a threat and I get hit by them. But I'm more of a supporter of the old-fashioned way of making videos, making them easy to watch by not having them being too long. Yeah, that's just who I am. Everybody can decide that for their own. And I also just like the fact of having these videos and seeing them rack up, getting part 2, 3, 4, 5, and then these long games, getting these long playlists of seeing of what you've accomplished in these titles. It's just what I like. So I've decided to do the old-fashioned way of Let's Playing. Not making one single video out of an entire game which lasts for 10 or 9 hours. Just make easy, accessible, short time videos. Not too short, not too long. Dang it! I never get hit by these guys. I get hit twice now. There's enough stars in this level, and I even got a lot of stars in my inventory, so I'm not too worried about those things. Right, these types of walls may be destroyed by throwing eggs. Yeah, we've seen those by now, game. But this is the first time you actually need to go destroy these things to progress. Other ones in the earlier levels were just for red coins and for flowers. And the occasional bonus here and there. I know there's a cloud hidden in here with stars. Not that I need stars that much, but just to point it out. Right, this level can be quite annoying because of the swoopers spawning everywhere. Flower. And we've got our first required Starman for Mario. No, that's not true. We had that one in the last level. Sorry. It's the second required one. Even though you can technically skip it. I have been able to dodge that star at some point. And do that section without the star. I need to get up here because there's stuff up here. If you shoot your axe at an angle, you can make a stairway, as you can see. Which you can use to get up here and grab some coins. But more importantly, grab the flower. There's no red coins over here. And if there are, shoot me. Now I want you, because there's a switch hidden in here. Not very obvious that it's there, but it is. This gives you 3 eggs, and not for any bad reason. Because we get this guy. Nappy nuts. The same as the gargantuan blark we saw in an earlier level in the fortress. Only difference is that this guy lives in water and the other one lives in lava. The same guy, furthermore. And therefore dealt the same way. Just shoot him with an egg, he goes down. And you can go on your merry way. And it was required area, as you can see. It was not a bonus area because there were red coins hidden in there. Grab a green watermelon and press B to fire out seeds. Yeah, we found one of these in 1.7 in the drunk Yoshi level. But it was not required there. It's not even required here. But it's more obviously placed in our path in this case. Yeah, I'm skipping out on this advice block because it's obviously going to say the same thing about the mold tank we've already seen in World 1.6. And we got our key. Key for where, you might ask? Yeah, well, we ran past this section as Star Mario at first, but up here it might help if the jump rock was still here. And we can also just jump over enemies, because if you jump from an enemy you get a little higher flutter jump, which you can also use to get up higher places. And we get throwing balloons again, only this time it's going to be longer. No, it's not. Thought this one was the first one where the 5 buttons were introduced, but apparently this is still 4. Let's see if I can win it this time. I know you can strategize this by just holding onto the balloon, and if you have a pretty good idea of how big it normally gets before it blows up, only then throw it so the bandit doesn't have a chance to beat you. But no, I just like throwing around, playing this fairly. Alright. Come on, blow up. Ooh, he messed up. Dang it. Come on. Nah, that was not fair. Man, never going to win this minigame. Right, only downside for this little minigame is that you have to go back over here. Might as well take one of these. There's still one more flower we need to get. And it's over here. That should bring us up to 100 points. Only one more section to go in this stage. Might have helped if I got that other row too. And that's a jump rock section. Just roll that thing and kill everything you meet. Pure destruction. Gotta love it. Don't mind the dotted blocks. Those are there for if you still have your Storm and Mario and you can reach that final section. You can get a coin block with Baby Mario there. But I've never been able to do that, and it's not even required, it's just for coins. Right, what bonus do we get? No new bonus this time. This one is still one we've already seen. Did not want to press the first one, and for good reason. I mash the A button too much sometimes. This one. No, not a 1-up. I'm already at 58 lives, and I'm not even playing that well, I think. I skip out on a lot of 1-ups I know are in some places. Yeah, game over in this game is pretty much impossible. Like in all Mario games. Something that this originally used to be. Bigger Boost 4, just the next level. Because it's obviously a Yoshi game nowadays. Yoshi is considered a different series at this point. A Mario spin-off. This Boo hiding a coin. It's not a red coin. I would have made it a red coin if I developed this game. Put a coin behind a Boo. Of course that's gotta be a red coin. Might go in this door first, because why not? This sort of teaches us how to kill Boos. Killing a Boo can only be done once he's facing you. If you shoot a Boo directly when he's hiding for you, the egg will pass right through him, but if he's chasing you, therefore uncovering his face and everything, you can kill him. The only way to do it is to face the wall and ricochet an egg off the wall. Killing both the Boos there will give you a flower. The flower did not show up because I was standing in the exact spot where the flower spawned. But believe me, there was a flower I collected there. And stop hitting me, stupid Gusties. I told everyone I consider you the easiest enemies and I get hit by you 3 times already. I'm asking for these things, am I? Right, Ghost Shy guys. Also egg fuel. Nothing more. They're not that much of a difference than the regular Shy Guys are. It's just the kind of Shy Guys that appear in these fortress areas. The castle areas. Kind of ghost-like. That's what I like about these fortress/castle levels in this game. They're kind of combination with ghost houses that Mario games usually have. This game does not really have ghost houses, but the castles are designed in such a way that they are also kind of ghost houses in this game. Giving quite a unique feel, something that we aren't used to from other Mario titles. Like Mario 3 or Mario World. Even Mario 1. Even though Mario 1 did not have any ghost houses at all. Not until Super Mario Maker at least. Right, watch out for these guys. Because obviously they can hit you. Right now we get a little 3D-ish section. The SNES not really being a 3D console, but they tried to recreate it at some point. The most known aspect of that, of course, being the Super FX chip that games like F-Zero and Super Mario Kart and Star Fox use, emulating 3D aspects. This is also an example of that. Right, that final flower should be up here. There's another one of these cracked blocks in the ceiling. And over here we have a little bonus room. Not really a bonus room because it has some 100% requirements in here. Right, these balloons can be hit for a switch. Once you press the switch, the blocks over here will reform. You can also shoot an egg up there. Like I'm doing. I think it's easier. I don't need the coins. Some coins will appear and the blocks will form so you can jump yourself up there. But no, it's much more fun to sequence break the game. Right? I'm not too worried about getting hit because I know there's a middle ring coming up. So as long as I'm not below 20, there's no problem. And this also counts as the save point for the boss, because boss time. Second mini boss of the game. And seeing the name of the level and the gimmick of the level, it's obviously going to be a Boo. Oh yes, we have Baby Mario's brother at Bowser's Castle, but we're not handing him over to the likes of you. I wasn't expecting you to. That's the whole reason I'm going on this quest. Right, of course we're not going to fight the normal Boo. Kamek's going to put his magic at work and make him big. And create one of the more easy mini-bosses. Because he works exactly the same as any other Boo does. You just need to hit him more, 5 times instead of just 1. You can use the swoopers to fill your eggs if you're running low. Other than that, there should be no problem. Even World 2 fails to introduce some challenging bosses. They will come, don't worry. World 2 is still considered an introduction world where things are a little bit easier. Difficulty ramps up when we get halfway and at the end of the game. And they get intensified even more once we get to the extra stuff. Anyway, this is going to be it for now. We're at 22 minutes. I think it's enough. Not enough to finish on one more level, so I'm going to end it here. See you next time. Treecks out.